So how do you like the new tractor?
It's cool. Looks old.
1940's. The cultivation machine. These were built by Farmall. It's a Farmall. This is called a Cub tractor, and they were built from the late 1940s and right up until the 1970s. They were built for small farmers to be able to use all kind of implements on it to run for one tractor for doing everything. Crop row planting, tilling, cultivating, plowing, mowing, blades, like this one has a blade on it, all kinds of stuff. So it's got a small motor, but huge torque to it, which means it'll like pull a plow through the ground. So we traded for some stuff we had that we weren't using, and yeah, needs a little work.
Doesn't everything you buy?
Yeah, it does.
What's that implement there?
This is a sickle bar mower.
Okay.
So this fits under here. You got to take this off, of course.
Oh, it's got a little plow.
It's a scraper blade.
Okay.
Yep. So small scraper blade, which would be great for the driveway. And so this is it's a sickle bar mower. So it goes to the side, lays down flat, and you cut hay that way. So you want to cut hay when it's this high and lay it flat. Our mower beats it up pretty bad and takes everything out of it, kind of, they say. I don't know. So it came with it. So yeah. So we're going to
drive it off?
yeah, we're going to drive it right off on here.
Okay.
So if it'll start.
All right, now.
So there's the first thing needs fixing. This switch right here is supposed to give power to the starter motor. Somebody's wired this wire here. I guess they used to have a switch here, and then what they do, they just take this wire and hook it on right here and then put the cable on over it. Yeah, boy. It does have a PTO shaft. It's called power takeoff. PTO's power takeoff. It does have a power takeoff shaft. And there's a pulley that goes on this. The pulley has a belt that goes down to here and then runs up and runs the mower or the sickle bar or whatever you have up. Let's get that in gear. And let's see, oh, that switch is okay. Good. No choke. Oh, here's the choke. Here. Yep. And it should start. Should start. It's not starting. That's a good start. Not starting. Let's see. Why not? Is there a voltmeter right here? Oh, an amp meter. All right, I'm gonna go get a meter and see if this is a battery. First thing I want to do is check the voltage. Make sure we've got a battery that's any good. It's not great, but it should be enough to, it's 11.8. It should be enough to kick that in, so why not? They don't have these anymore, so this is a distributor, spark plug wires, coil. That's what fires the plugs, but that shouldn't do anything. This is the starter motor, so what should happen here is, see the rust right there. What should happen here is there should be voltage right here, and when you pull this little lever, pushes that button down. It's not pushing down far enough. doesn't go down. A little more choke. Give a little bit of throttle.
Well, you started to pick up the blade.
Everybody's intensely curious as to what we're doing, especially the boys. So this was the old outhouse, and when we moved it, we tore it up a little bit, obviously. But this part here was sitting in the ground, so you can see all the bottom of those boards are rotten. And this 2x6, let's see who's sleeping under here. Hey girl, this 2x6 right here is completely rotten. There's a piece that's left over from it. This is the only one that was sitting in the ground. I tore that one up with a forklift. That'll be okay. But this guy's got to come out. And I think probably the best way to do it is to cut all of these off even. Cut this off, snap a line here, cut this off. We'll screw this into, we'll change the screws. We'll get a bunch of screws, screw it up top. That way I can get to this 2x6. And then what I'm going to do is put a jack right there underneath that and jack the back end of this up so that I can release this. We'll snap a line, go get a saw. Oh, it's clouding up. I hope it doesn't rain. these boards hold if I take this bottom off here. This guy there, force it down. Oh. Not much good. Okay. Well, my afternoon help arrived, and we're knocking it out. So we've got the joists on, side joists, back joists, side joists. Got all the boards back on. Replaced a couple of the floorboards. Putting the last screws in. We're going to screw this door in so it doesn't open. We'll clean everything out inside, and yeah, that's nice. That's good. Got it all leveled back up again and supported, so unless we get a hurricane, it won't go anywhere. If we get a hurricane, it's leaving us. All right, Jerome, bring the cart on. I'm gonna open the gate. Kind of hard to go out the gate with them all standing right here, though.
All right. Let's go. Come on.
But I dropped a pipe. Thought I heard something go. Oh, you guys be nice to Sophie. Be nice to Sophie. She just wants to be friends.
Mo! You're so silly. Oh my goodness.
I gotta go home. My hands are frozen.
Right? Mine are too. Well, it's getting to be that time of year again. Though it's, I think, 60 today and kind of cloudy. Tomorrow's supposed to be like a low of 25 and a high of 35. So I thought I would make some infused honey. So I'm just going to infuse it with some fresh ginger and some lemon. I I'm just going to cut the ginger up into about this size piece. And then we'll put that in the mason jars, which I have cleaned. And then I'm going to add just the rind of the lemon. I think we're going to have salmon for dinner tonight, so I'm going to save that lemon for the salmon. So I've got my ginger and my lemon in the bottom of my jar, and I'm going to add my honey. And this is the honey from our bees. So I'm just going to put it on the back burner, put it on simmer. I just really want to keep the water warm just to kind of help the infusion process work a little bit faster. I don't want to boil it because I don't want to destroy or ruin any of the nutrients that are in the honey. So I'm just going to keep it warm for about an hour and a half, and then I'll go ahead and strain it. It's actually been about 2 hours. I was going to do it a little sooner, but our dog decided to roll in something out in the woods, so I had to give him a quick bath. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this honey now.
I have found 2 more of these tractors for the same price I paid for this one, but they're 4 hours away. So I'm getting ready to go tomorrow to pick those up because they have all the implements. This was called Cultivision, that a small farmer could do anything with one tractor. It had a belly plow, which would go on the front, so you could grade or push snow. You have a belly mower that would go on it, a sickle mower that would go on it, that goes off to the side and cuts everything down sideways. It had all kind of implements for the back, including plows and harrows and discs, rakes, shovels, all kinds of stuff. So I have found this tractor, these 2 other tractors that have all this stuff already with them because a guy bought a farm and it was on there. He doesn't want them, so he wants me to just come get them out of his way. So I'm heading up tomorrow to do that. So this tractor runs well. I have no idea about the other ones. Give me something to do this winter. Yeah, so what else am I talking about? Oh, the shed, the goat shed?
The cow shed.
The cow shed. So there's a video that you might not have seen yet, or you might have seen, that is us moving one of the old outhouses that were on here. And when I say an outhouse, it's basically a shed with a hole in the middle and like toilet seats and they dug a big hole in the ground for toilets because they didn't have toilets for the kids when they had kids here. We picked that up, brought it up behind the other house. We wanted a place to put the new cows and calves we have now. So But when we got it up here, we kind of tore it up a little bit. It was kind of torn up a little bit. It was rotten where it had been sitting on the ground. So I had to jack it up, take out some structural timbers and replace those and fix the roof. And we have been giving Fergie's the mom who's going to have the calf, her 15th. Shelly says it's going to be twins, 15th and 16th. I hope not. I don't know. That'd be okay. She's going to have twins. She's going to have a calf in January. So we wanted a place to get out of the weather. So we have been feeding her. We have been training her with grain because they never get grain. We've been training her with grain to go into there so we can milk her in there come February because it might be a little chilly.
Talk about just maybe last week how cold it was. And so
Oh, geez, it was cold. It went from 61 days. It probably did it the same where you are, though. It went from 61 day to 20 degrees the next night and snowed for 2 days. It didn't stick much, but it was cold. I was not ready. So it's back up to 60 now, although the wind's howling. But it definitely is the start of winter. So we went through a lot of wood with a boiler and yeah, the heater trying to keep everything warm. So that's what's coming for the winter for sure. So, but I got projects for the winter. I had the excavator in here yesterday because I have been working to put the thumb on after 2 years so I can pick stuff up with the bucket. I got the thumb on, but then I broke the bracket. I didn't break that one actually. I do break stuff, but I didn't break that one. The log I picked up was probably too big and it wasn't strong enough. It broke that. So I'm having some pieces welded together so we can fix that. Yeah, we got lots of projects going.
just piddling.
Just piddling. So I'm going to just piddle up about 4 hours almost all the way to Ohio tomorrow and pick up a couple of more tractors and all the implements. But I got to get the trailer ready. I just realized both tail lights were broken. I got to go into town and get a set of tail lights. You know, and fine, I'm waiting for a part for this tractor to get it done and get it out of here so I can get the other two in here. So, yeah, we're just piddling, and we appreciate y'all.